There we go. Welcome to the pregame show for Fish Talk Live. Here with Miss Chasten tonight. Changing up some scenery. How'd everybody do this week? Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks since we've seen anybody. Kind of skipped a week. Anybody do any fishing out there? This is our chance to get signed in. Go ahead and like and share this. You're going to want to do those anyways if you're going to want to happen to win something this evening. Chasten, where are you coming from today?
I'm coming from Anna Maria Island.
Anna Maria Island.
Yes.
A long ride.
Yeah, between Tampa. It's right in the middle of Tampa and Sarasota.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep. A 2-hour drive.
Do any fishing this week?
Yes, we went on Christmas Eve and caught not a lot. Not
a lot. It happens.
We didn't get skunked, but it wasn't the best. The fish, we were catching trout on little Berkeley Gulp shrimp, and the fish were frozen. Like they were so cold. We only caught 2 trout.
Well, at least it was a start.
Yeah.
At least you made it fishing, I should say.
Yeah. Yes. We went, and my dad has a little dolphin charter thing on the side.
Oh, nice.
He's retired from the fire department, so he jumped in the pontoon boat. He loves that boat. And he was like, let's go fishing in the pontoon. And I was like, oh, okay. So we went fishing in the pontoon, and it worked.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Well, shout out to Dad. Good job.
Putting the family on the fish.
Yep.
Hope you all had a very good Christmas this yesterday. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore.
Gosh, it was.
It was yesterday. Here I was mind blown that it was tomorrow, and well, that's coming on.
Scott Parrish says hi.
What's happening, Scott?
Old Dale, howdy folks. He liked and shared.
All right, appreciate that, Dale.
If you could remind everyone that they have to share in order to be able to win tonight's prize.
That's exactly it. Make sure to share this live feed to be able to enter yourself in. Well, have chances to enter yourself in to be able to win this evening's prize. It's going to be a good one, too.
Gene Miller says, my heroes.
What's up, Captain?
Kevin Stevens, what up?
Appreciate y'all tuning in with us this evening.
Denise.
It's going to be our bit of a grand finale for the year. We'll start, start right back at it in a couple months.
Carrie says hi.
Hi, guys. Appreciate y'all joining us.
You got to say it twice. Chuck Black. What up, everybody?
What's happening, Chuck?
Denise. Scott Parrish says Chasten does amazing work.
Oh, thank you.
We all do agree to that.
Thanks.
And a reminder, we are just here pre-gaming at the moment. Getting everybody a chance to sign on and get yourselves comfortable for the show tonight.
Mario says here, and then the next comment was literally. Chris Chu, what up?
Where?
Dan Bridges, good evening to Aubrey, Brianna, and the captains.
Good evening, good evening.
Jessica Honovic says, Chasten in the house.
Hey.
Chris Dunnan, the man.
Acting like you're popular or something.
All right, if you could remind everybody one more time about sharing.
All right, everybody, just make sure you like and share this before we get the show started. It'll give you your best chances, if you answer your questions right, to win this secret prize tonight. We don't know what the question is yet, so I can't bust no bubbles. But hope for the best.
Were you guys talking about Duffy's or something? Or talking about location before I walked in? Dale said, in my opinion, Duffy's has the best cheeseburgers on the island.
That must be close to you.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
I've never heard of a Duffy's.
That is on the island. That place is pretty good. Yeah, their hot dog's pretty good, too. Oh, gosh. And then you got to get a little side of coleslaw.
I feel like we had this conversation with somebody else. Is there really a difference in hot dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, of course there is. That's why Circle K is the best.
And that's probably because I've only bought from there.
Home Depot used to have them. They used to have a little hot dog cart, and Dad and I used to go up whenever we bought stuff to fix stuff, and we called them Depot dogs.
We had a Depot dog guy too. COVID took him out.
Yes. Now they're no more.
Yeah. Was it a New Yorker fella?
I don't know.
Oh, you were missing it.
Yep. Mike was his name.
Yeah, that guy made a killing.
All right, what do you guys say we get started with the show?
All right, let's do this. Be right back.
Beyond the woods, down the twists and the turns, through the marsh, lies the knowledge needed to fish the nature coast.
But that's us.
Hey.
Welcome to
Fish Talk Live, y'all.
Presented by
Phillips Auto Group.
the one and only Phillips Auto Group. Guys, welcome to the show tonight. It's actually the finale of the 2023 season.
I believe
So this
2023 is
is,
wrapping up already.
I tell you, it went so fast. A lot of great things happened this year. Awesome turnout for the kayak tournament. It's like one of our grand finales of the year.
Yep.
So I don't know if you all saw, but we were able to cut Shop with the Cop program a $10,000 check.
That was a fun evening.
That was amazing
Good
going to
watch some
witness.
kids go blow it all.
Oh.
It was epic.
Incredible. And the deputies and all the personnel there, I didn't realize, you never think like deputies in uniform or whoever that they are that they actually have off time.
Right.
But they have certain hours they work, and every single deputy that was there for the Shop with the Cop, they all volunteer their time.
On their own dime.
Yep.
That's cool.
So, all right, so we have a guest here tonight. Billy was so rude and didn't introduce her during pregame.
Thought I did.
We have Miss Chasten Whitfield of Chastenation here with us. Chasten, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the Chastenation organization, and then you have a show that you do as well?
Yes. I can't sit still, so I do a lot.
I hear that.
So I started Chastenation back in 2018 when I turned 18 on my 18th birthday. I got my captain's license and I got the nonprofit paperwork.
Awesome.
So, crazy 18-year-old going up. Nope, I sat at my kitchen table and signed papers. And what we do is we take differently abled or handicapped kids out fishing. So I started in 2016. I was teaching a kids camp on a pier on Anna Maria Island, and this little boy rolled up in a wheelchair. He was 4, and I swear this wheelchair is like maybe 2 foot big.
Oh, wow.
And he rolls up doing a wheelie, obviously. And I'm like, what, this is so cool. Like, you're so awesome. And the mom was like the coordinator of the group that I was teaching. And he was the only one on that pier catching fish. Like, we call him the snapper master. He was the only one catching. Like, kids would literally stand right next to him and be like throwing in, and he would just be pulling them up like that.
Special touch.
Wow.
Dude, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
awesome.
So I'm like, have you ever been in a boat? I want to take you in a boat. And he said, no, I haven't been able to. I've only fished off docks because I've tried to get in a boat and I don't fit. So I'm like, at the time, my boat couldn't fit him either. So I found a friend who's a charter captain because I was only 16, so I couldn't really take him. So I found a friend who's a charter captain, put him in his boat, took him fishing on July 4th, 2016, and have not looked back since.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Heartwarming.
How many 16-year-olds? So did you have the idea when you were 16, or did it take time to like?
Yeah, no. So I was, believe it or not, I was a cheerleader back in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And in high school, actually I guess middle school it was, all my friends were doing all-star cheer, and I wasn't the best cheerleader. I've been this height since 8th grade, since I was like 10. So I wasn't the best cheerleader in the world. So I was talking to my mom, and she's like, well, why don't you do a fishing tournament, see how you like it. We live on the water, you grew up fishing, go do it. We did it, and I grabbed 2 of my girlfriends, and somehow we won first.
That's awesome.
And it just kind of like snowballed effect from there. So when we were 10 or 11, we're like, we have an allowance. Let's give the money back to the charity that we're fishing for. So we gave the money back to the charity. A lot of eyebrows were like, what the heck? So I got a sponsor. Ocean Tamer Beanbags sponsored me. They gave me a pink
cool.
beanbag. And it just kind of like snowballed effect to taking the handicapped kids fishing, because that's when the bullies kicked in, because middle school sucks.
Yeah,
like
I've
you
heard
could
that.
not pay me to go back to middle school. And that's when everybody started getting on me, and they're like, oh, girls can't make it in the fishing world. I actually got pushed into a wall by a boy. So they would like quiz me and be like, oh, well, how do you drive a boat? And I'm like, you push the throttle down. And they're like, no, actually you have to do this and then pull it back and then push it. And like, I'm like, okay, whatever. So this kid, if you're watching, if you
His
are,
words.
Look who made it.
Yeah.
he was like, a girl's never going to make it in the fishing world. And 4th period English. And I remember like it was yesterday.
Vivid.
And I went home and I told my mom, I'm like, I'm gonna be famous at this. Like, I really want to do this, and I want to show other people that the fish don't care. Why am I about to cry already?
I'm about to cry. So wait, you told your mom this? Like this was like a preset thing. You said, I'm going to be famous.
I told her, I said, I want to be famous. So totally squirrel moment sidetracking. In middle school, my mom made me do cotillion.
What is that?
So it's like where you learn why there's 2 forks and a knife and your bread goes on one side, and I had to wear a dress. And I'm not a dressy type.
Mom, is this true?
I wasn't. I wasn't. Now I have my nails done. Yes. And
Like, we're got her.
I was with all the cheerleaders, right? So I'm like stuck in the middle of all these like, and like we had to dance with each boy, and there's this bigger boy coming through, and
Thanks.
and the girls were like, they would like scoot around and like push other girls to dance with him, and everybody moved, so he's just standing there while everyone else is dancing with another person, and I'm like, screw it. I walked up and I danced with them, and they're like, why would you do that? And I'm like, because you wouldn't.
Good for you.
Like, why would you do that? I came home that night, woke my mom up, and I said, I am that boy. I am that boy in the fishing industry. That's not, I'm going to prove to people that this is why I fish, because the fish don't care. Mean people are going to be mean.
That's it.
And I started teaching like the little Girl Scouts, tackle shops, like Boy Scouts, church groups. I started teaching them how to fish, but I would also throw in a little life lesson. So I would give them candy, literally, and then sneak in their vegetables, which were life lessons. They would throw the cassette on candy, and if they caught the candy, they could take it home. Parents, I don't know if they liked it or not, but I did it anyways. It
Pretty
helped
cool
them.
concept. I like it.
My favorite part is that you told your, like, I love this part, that you told your mom you were going to be famous in the fishing industry. Here you are, but also your mom is here tonight.
Yes.
We're actually going to be interviewing. Your mom's the star of the show tonight. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yes.
Your mom
I know.
is going to be interviewed by Captain Mario on the I'm Dave Matthews State Farm Casting Couch. And we had a request before the show, the most embarrassing story possible about Chasten Whitfield.
Yes.
Mom, are you ready? Oh, she's ready. Oh,
She's clapping.
as soon as we brought that up, really, I don't know, were you in here? As soon as we brought that up, let me go through my photos.
Oh, yeah, going through the archives.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said nothing past 2020, please. 2020 early? That's okay. 2020 on? I don't know what happened. I
So,
don't remember.
So, all right. So, fast forward to today. You do amazing stuff. You know, we did a feature on you in the past. We raised a little bit of money for your organization. How many kids do you think annually that you take fishing? And you know, the show that you do as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so after high school, kind of during high school, my sophomore year, I actually got contacted because I had an all-girls fishing team, so it was very unique, very different. Nobody else did that, and
Billy was in that league, by the way.
we won. we won first in ladies and third in juniors because we were 16, 17 at the time, and we just we were just different, and I guess it got some attention, and social media started blowing up, and that's when Instagram was a big thing. And I got a DM from SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia, an art school. And I'm like, I'm a sophomore. I don't need to worry about that right now.
Little did you know.
Yeah, so they offered me a scholarship to be on their bass fishing team.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
So my first bass was my first day of college. I'm having freshwater. I was like, but they were the only school in the country that had an all-girls team. So like University of Alabama has like a girl boater and a boy co-angler, or a boy angler and a girl co-angler. Like it's always mixed. This was 2 girls in one boat, 2 girls in one boat, 2 boys in one boat. Eventually there were more girls than boys on the fishing team.
Wow.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I graduated there almost 2 years ago now. Holy cow.
Wow. Getting old.
I know. I majored in TV and film, ironically, and end of my senior year, 2021 is when 2021, in the middle of finals on my senior year of college, I got the opportunity to film a pilot show for my own TV show.
Cool.
That's sweet.
So like when I used to take the kids fishing, I used to do like those little like iMovie, like quick like edits, throw together and post it on YouTube and send it to the parents, whatever.
GoPro quick.
Yeah,
Love
so
that.
I think that, like, I guess I already had, like, the film brain, you can say, because, like, I feel like videos, it actually shows, like, the emotion. Like, you see a picture, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember that. But then if you watch it, it's like, oh, wait, look, I didn't even notice that. Wait, why is he crying in the bag? Like, wait, who's that? Like, you can actually see the emotion and, like, you can relive exactly what you felt. So I did videos instead of pictures. So
It just hit harder.
Yeah. So when I
Absolutely.
went to SCAD for like an orientation or just go view the school, I'm like, I walked in the film building and I'm like, I told the coach, I'm like, this is what I like this. And he was like, you have to go to college, not
awesome.
just for the fishing team. You actually have to like your major. And sadly, the fishing team actually got cut end of my freshman year due to some older drama with some of the older kids. And I was the only freshman that stayed.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And then COVID hit and they shipped us home. So it was kind of like Zoom University. So I got to, and like everyone's like, oh, COVID was so bad. But if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be where I am now with this show. So
Absolutely. Same
It all
here.
kind
Doing
of
work at it.
Same here.
It all kind of worked out. So it was pretty cool. But
Everything
yeah, so
happens
now
for a reason.
we're going on season 3.
Too cool. And where can people watch the show?
So it's on Waypoint TV. It's also season 1 and season 2 is on my YouTube channel, which is connected to my Instagram. Everything's Chastenation. All my handles are Chastenation, just to make it easy. And
With one N in the middle.
Yes.
I learned that one the hard way.
Yes, it took me a while to
middle.
remember that too, because my brain goes straight to 2. But it's just one N in the middle, one big word. And also on Carbon TV. Well, season 3 is going to be on Carbon TV and Waypoint TV.
That is awesome.
Awesome. Now, most
Congrats on that.
most everyone that's watching right now had already donated to your cause. But if anyone wants to do an additional donation, or anyone that's watching Chasten on the show for the first time wants to make an additional donation, how do they do so we can get more children out there fishing
Absolutely,
with you?
yeah. If you guys that are watching, if you guys donated before, thank you so much. That helped us tremendously. You have no idea. And if you go to my website, chastenation.com, there's a big Donate Now button. You click it, it takes you to PayPal or Venmo or Zelle. I think that's the only money. It's all the money apps. So you just
They're all
click a
there.
big button and it takes you straight to there.
That's
Heck
awesome.
yes, awesome.
Get them,
I mean,
get them kids out fishing.
absolutely. Aubrey is the one that told us, hey guys, you have to check out Chasten and what she does. And Billy and I, we started we went down a deep rabbit hole. We went down far, and we were checking your stuff out and everything that you do, and we couldn't stop watching videos and tearing up in the middle of videos, and then drinking a beer and then tearing up some more, and it's just so cool. And we're like, we got to get her on the show, and now it's the second time, and you're live in person now.
Yes.
With Mama Dukes.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for her portion here in a little
I
bit.
apologize now.
But you're going to be hosting the entire show. You're going to be on, every segment except for when she's on the couch. We're actually going to have you put on some headphones where you
You'll
can
lock me
hear.
outside?
Yes, exactly.
Go watch it live.
But what we're getting ready to do next, we're going to do the Extreme Decals Catch of the Week, and then after that, we're going to go to a commercial. Do you want to go to commercial first, Brie? All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, then you and Mario are going to be doing the Extreme Decals Catch of the Week, and we want you to know every single person by their first name without having to tell you. All right,
I mean, you've
we'll be
watched
right
the show
back.
enough.
42, about 50 feet. Yeah, I got him. He's on it. Got him. Nice. That's a stud right there. Awesome cast, dude. That was so cool.
What's the best reel for my price point?
Welcome to the Extreme Decals Catch of the Week. We got Chasten here going to help us out a little bit. Ooh, we got a really nice sheep's head there, eh?
Oh,
know.
in its nose.
It's Anthony. Anthony,
know, right where
it
he
looks like
got
he
that,
dove
too.
for it. Yeah. Got
Big old
down and
sheep.
dirty. Brian got one sideways. Is that a big old black drum, you think? Yeah.
yeah.
Looks like a red one.
Is it a red?
It looks like a really
It's a red
fat.
one.
It's a really fat redfish. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's big. Big, thick one. There's
Ow.
another one. There, that one's upright.
elbow's
We
in
can
it.
see that one. Yeah. It's a lot better. This is Justin and Carlos. Been talking to Justin a lot here in the past couple of days too. He's a good kid. So, Chris Cho, CH.
Oh.
Yeah, O Chu. That's what it is. Yeah. We know him as Chris. There he is. That's a better one. Better shot.
That's the tournament.
Wow,
Oh.
that's a load of sheep's head. Is that Eric Pearl's catch? Yeah. Oh, look at that one.
Ugh.
That's a funky looking one. What happened to him?
Kissed the wrong fish.
Yeah, I believe so.
Kiss the wrong.
Yeah, it was funky. That's one of Gene's clients.
That was
Nice
this
trout.
morning, actually.
That was this morning, wasn't
That
it?
looks
Yeah.
cold.
You could tell because there's no background.
Yeah, it's so foggy. I was the same way. It was really foggy out. There's another one from this morning. Look at that
Got two
multi-spotter.
spots. That's so cool. I caught one that looked like a donut.
Yeah.
Had like
That's
a,
cool.
it was
We caught one
hollow.
with a heart shape the other day
Yeah.
too. And is that Dale? Jacob. Okay, I got you. I can't tell. I can't see a thing. Yep. Jacob again. And is this the third one? Yeah.
Those today's fish, no wonder I didn't
It
recognize
could,
this
yeah,
boat.
it could very possibly be today's. Yeah. Jimmy.
Oh, look at the big hoodie.
Nice.
Wearing the big jacket.
That's John Thurston. Yeah, there you go. In the micro draft. That's Matt.
That was
Oh,
caught
my
2 miles
rooster.
off.
25 rods in the back. Yeah. They must have went to Costa Rica.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm blocking somebody.
You know, all this time I've been talking to Matt, I just finally friended him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like the day before yesterday. Yeah. So,
Big ass
yeah.
Cubera.
Hey, there's one of mine. Look at that. That was from a couple days ago. He flew down from Indiana just to go fishing with me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Indiana sheepshead.
Yeah. No.
Oh, the client guy.
There's another one that we had not too long ago. It was the day before yesterday, I believe it was. That was from today. That was from this morning.
Looks cold.
Yeah, it was cold. And that was today's morning catch. We had a 8 to 12. We wanted some trout, so we found him some trout. That was one from 2-3 days ago, also from me. That was one 3 or 4 days ago from me.
Yeah, you actually do go out
All
and
these,
catch
all
fish.
these days they're starting to blend together. That looks like another Costa Rica pick. A Panama. Oh, hey, there you go. I don't even know what those are called. So that's a rooster fish. So. Pretty roosters. Cubera, maybe.
Overgrown
Somebody else,
mangrove.
With the Scott.
Dogtooth, whatever you call
A
it.
giant mangrove snapper.
Yeah.
And there's the first one again. There we go. Now I think we're going over to Gary and Chaz. Over.
Come on over, Chaz.
Tabletop.
All right.
Yeah, come on over.
Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk with your guest host, Chasten, and myself. All right, Chasten, so what we're going to do, we're going to review this new product real quick, the Abyss Powerhouse. Abyss Battery is one of the most reputable lithium battery companies, which we're going to talk a little bit here in a little. Oh, I have to switch here because that one's taller. Sorry. There we go. All right. And so we just got back. It's not that much of a surprise. Usually we do this show called New Waters where it's supposed to be a surprise till day one, but this one we let the cat out of the bag. We went down to the Everglades and we did some camping in an area we're not allowed to bring generators. And this thing was the coolest piece of technology in the campsite, hands down. Everybody was asking us about it. It's the size of a lithium battery. I mean, it's tiny,
Yeah.
but it's got 4 outlets. You got different what are these called? USBs. You got the USB-Cs. But then Billy's gonna pull that thing over here in a minute. But then it's got a solar panel that you can charge it from. So it's on right now, and you hear how quiet it is, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no noise coming out of this thing. A lot of technology goes in this. You can charge it either, there's 3 ways to charge it. So you can charge it through like a car cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Which a car cigarette lighter, by the way, Chasten, back in the day, they used to have these things.
I stuck my finger in one and it burnt.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I know exactly what that
Then
is.
you've got your AC. It's just like kind of a desktop computer plug-in. That's how
Yeah.
we charge it. It takes super quick to charge this thing. Lasts like 40 hours in some scenarios. But then you have your solar in, which the guys are setting this up right now. We're going to show you this bad boy, and Billy's going to give a demonstration.
I didn't bring that.
Huh? All right, let's take a look. If we can go over to the solar panel. This is an add-on, by the way. Solar panel. Let's see. Bree's bringing it over.
We can hold it up.
Yeah. All right. They're gonna hold it up. It's set up right now, but it's too low apparently. There we go. All right. There it is. Let's take a look at this, Chasten.
We can step in front of the.
Check it.
Oh,
Let.
Yep. Full send. There it is.
yeah. Full send.
This is their solar panel. Each panel is like a 24-volt charger, and it is pretty slick.
Yeah.
It's foldable.
You got it, Billy? The mic goes off. Yeah, it's foldable. So each panel was producing 24 volts.
The whole thing folds away like a suitcase.
It's actually, like, we tested it when we went to Abyss. Ryan hooked up the...
Little multimeter on it.
And what was it getting, Billy?
Just sitting indoors with no sunlight, it had 16 volts coming out of it, but it was only pushing like a half of an amp. So it would have took a long time to charge something, but just to add that little bit of daylight, it wouldn't take much at all for it to be charging. It's pretty insane.
It is great. I mean, we've reviewed a smaller version of this by a different company before. Great product. The other one's awesome. But this is like the big step up. Like, this is the bee's knees. I mean, we never had to charge this thing for the 3 days that we were gone.
No.
That's
Not
crazy.
one time. And all of our camera equipment, cell phones, everything was charged off of this. Billy's heating blanket. I mean, everything. So
It was cold.
super.
Yeah.
But now, Chasten, speaking of Abyss, we actually have somebody on the phone right now. Let's see. Bree's giving me a funny looking face here. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. All right, here we go. We got a guest from Abyss on the battery.
What's going on?
There's my man. What's going on,
happening?
Nick? How you doing?
Gary Chasten. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. I just thought of something. Hey, Billy, let me see your headset. I just thought of something. Chasten can't hear Nick right now. That was a big miss on us. So, Nick, while we're getting Chasten with the earpiece, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started Abyss, and just let's go in it from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Nick Vasileros. Started Abyss 4 years ago. I've been in the lithium battery industry for about 10 years. Helping build up other companies.
Left ear.
Ended up branching off, and overall, I saw the need for a better battery. Went in, designed it, found all the best component parts. Our BMS comes from Germany, different cells, and found a factory to assemble a perfect product of what we know now. It's cool that you're using the power station and whatnot. That's a product that I actually wanted to use myself because I have a fish tank at the office. And if we ever had a power
Uh-oh.
Thought I did that.
phone,
Oh, you're
design
back.
that product just in case we ran out of. I designed that product just in case if we ran out of power, we would be able to have it and use it to power the fish tank during a power storm or hurricane or whatnot. Yes. Yeah. And so been in the industry for a while. Love all our customers. I thought it's super cool that you introduced me to Chasten and said, "Yo, you got to come on. Like, this girl's legit." And I think it's really cool that all of our visions, align with one another. With what you do for the kids, is disabled advantaged kids. And I was thinking, which would be really cool, is if we actually were able to, take one of them of your choice fishing on one of our boats and actually use the deep drop electric fishing reel battery. I think that'd be an awesome product for them to use and test out. And let me know if you're about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you said deep drop reel. Like, that's offshore.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's like push a button and it's like,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When Nick was talking about this earlier, there's a lot of different disabilities. I don't have to tell you that. There's all kinds of, so like I feel like a drop deep reel, it's going to make it really convenient
Yes.
for some of these kids. So
absolutely. Yeah. I've caught a swordfish on one of those electric reels. It's very nice.
Sweet.
It was very, very nice. But yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind was because like I have some kids that they really want to catch a shark, or they really want to catch a tarpon, but they just don't have the upper body strength.
it'll do it.
Yeah, they're either confined to a wheelchair or something else is going on, and they just don't have all that upper body strength like we do to reel in a fish. So that would be awesome. Because sometimes we do go offshore. We don't go offshore. We go like near shore, like 3 miles maybe, if it's super flat and super calm. And still, sometimes those kids get rocked. I mean, I do too. So.
But when Nick was saying this earlier, he's like, yeah, I really want to get with Chasten. I was like, wait, can you please do it during the show?
Yeah.
Because I think it's just the coolest thing, and that's how partnerships work right there. It's
awesome.
way more than, what sponsorships and that. It's people like Nick and his team that want to get involved in the ultimate motive. And when you, your parents and your family were here day before Thanksgiving for an airboat ride, and I really started talking to you all, like, I knew that we had to introduce you to Nick. Like, you guys are both special. Big hearts make huge hearts. So,
Yes, that is true.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like I said, I really appreciate you having me on the show, and along with introducing me to Chasten, because our visions do align with one another, and there's a lot of cool things that we can do and help each other out. And I'm really looking forward to 2024 and our partnership moving forward.
Yay, me too. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. It took me a second.
Some batteries too.
Yes.
So Gary kind of told me this last minute. He called. I'm like, okay, cool. Hop on. But definitely got to get you set up. So we'll link up, later this week or whatnot, and square things away.
Wait till you feel the power of those batteries.
Oh, I'm ready.
Game changer.
Out with old and with the new.
Boom. Nick, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Hope you had a great Christmas. Happy New Year, dear brother. And
Likewise.
We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
All right.
That's awesome. It took me a second. I was like deep dropping. My boat's only 21. How? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait till you see
We don't
the
have to go
Freeman.
that far.
Wait till you see the Freeman. It's bad in the boat. I've never seen it in person. So when he's like, yeah, I really want to take, Chasten and some of the kids and stuff, I was like, what about me? I want to go on the
Hold
Freeman.
on, my hell. It's my turn.
I was first mate. Yeah. But that's why we love working, with Nick and Abyss and Ryan. Dude, they're such cool people, and I'm really excited for your all's partnership and working together. So and the technology that they have is just insane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they go above and beyond. So many companies you'll see will just focus on the battery, but it's like all the power that they have in this battery, they can put into different things like this. So. All right, so Chastenation, Abyss Battery, you guys are joining a partnership here in 2024.
Yep.
We're really looking forward to that and seeing what comes out of it. And we're pumped. So, all right, real quick, Billy and Mario, I want to talk about, while we're on the Tackle Table Talk, I want to talk about some items since it's the last show of 2023. I want to talk about some items that have truly stuck out to you guys in 2023. Mario, let's go ahead and start with Mario. Mario, what's some stuff that newer to you products that's really stuck in your head for the 2023 year?
Yeah, I came in, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks ago or so. It started getting really cold, and I don't have a really decent pair of bibs. So, and I saw you had these hanging up. These are the Frog Tog bibs that you have here. I grabbed a pair, looked at them. It's like, oh, they're affordable. They're $159. I started wearing them. I don't know why I've never had a good pair of bibs. This pair of bibs, it keeps me dry. It keeps me clean. I unhook a lot of fish. And instead of getting my clothes all nasty, smelly, dirty, and wet, I wear these. It keeps me dry and keeps you warm. It's a lifesaver. Yeah, being out there in the cold, especially with me. I have like neuropathy in both of my feet, and if they get wet, they go completely numb. I lose my balance. I can't walk right. And these actually keep everything warm. So this has been it's a literal lifesaver. And there's still a few of these you have in the shop. If anyone wants a decent pair of bibs, these Frog Togs are very nice. They have pockets where you can keep your cell phone. I keep my vape with me all the time. You can put a pair of gloves in here. They all zip up. They stay waterproof. So it's a really nice pair of bibs for. They're affordable too, you know.
Yeah, they are. You know, and that was something that we weren't sure about. We saw them. We ordered just a couple pair, and you know, 5-star reviews across the board, and especially coming from someone like you, Billy. I think we should order more.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. My number 2 would be the Osprey, the Carbon Edition from Florida Fishing Products, the 3000 series. I started using these in April of this year. Now I've went through all the other brands, like literally.
Twice.
Yeah, at least twice. These reels, I've had 0 issues with these reels. All those other reels that I've ever used, usually within 2 or 3 weeks you find an issue with them. So far, like I said, I've been running them since April, and I've had nothing go wrong with this reel. And the one thing that everyone, all the guides at least, they see, what happens is a lot of these reels will, when they start, if you use them a lot, when you keep using them, the line bunches up at the very front of the spool, and it causes a lot of wind knots. These don't do that. They've designed it to where it will not bunch up on the front of the reel. So see, a lot of these other reels, I'm not going to name what kind of reels, but you've had to take off the spool and put a couple of number 6 washers or something underneath of the drag washer to keep the line level when you after you use it for a few weeks, or even if you're just weekend fisherman, after a couple of months, it starts to bunch up at the front of the spool and wedge out, and it causes a lot of wind knots. And these don't do that at all. Like I said, no issues at all. I've never liked carbon reels, because what happens is they flex a little bit, and if you have a tight drag and if you skip a gear, you might as well throw that reel away. These don't do that. These don't have any kind of flex at all, which is amazing for a carbon reel, because I think they're using higher quality carbon.
Yeah,
because
it's pretty slick.
Right. It feels like a metal reel. It feels like a aluminum or a cast reel, but it's actually carbon.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've heard them say before, designed by a guide for a guide.
Yes.
I mean, and even their customer service was designed by a guide for a guide, because I mean, they're just like the other companies that we enjoy working with. Their customer service makes
Make
their
a phone
product.
call, you get a human on board, you know he's only a couple hours away.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But for the money, this right here, this is the best 3000 reel I've ever used right here. And these are fantastic. The Osprey Carbon Edition.
It's nice for what you all do. It keeps the day rolling smooth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kind of like bibs, keeping warm.
Yeah. My number 3.
Makes for a long day.
My number 3 would be it's a simple. This is Saltwater Assassin, the P&V. Specifically in this color. This is called Houdini. This is now in my arsenal of go-to for my trout. I have 2 others, but this is my number 3, my go-to for the trout. This thing has more action than you would think, because it's a straight-tailed bait, and you wouldn't think this has any action, but it has quite a bit of action, and it's a fantastic bait. I love the color. This color looks just like a lizard fish. And if you've ever cut open some of these big trout, if you clean them at the cleaning station, they'll have either eels or very small lizard fish in their bellies, and I think that's exactly what this looks like.
Right, dissect?
I know, like my dad, like growing up, he would always be like, Chaz, you want to open up the stomach? I'm like, yeah, and I'm sticking my finger, pulling out white bait. Never eels. I'm not going to eat trout from here anymore.
You haven't fished our area much.
That's why they taste so great. You don't eat sushi?
I do, just not that.
You don't get eel on your sushi?
No.
Oh my gosh.
And you're missing out.
I've caught lizard fish and just like gotten really mad.
They taste good too. There's like shish kebab. All right, so good deal. I like those picks. I cannot agree more with them. And yeah, I think those are great picks, especially coming from Mario.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the cool part about it is you can see Mario is one of the most known veteran guides, most known guide, but veteran guides in our area. and he's still willing to try new things. And look what happens. He tries new things, he falls in love with new things. So
That's it. It keeps his days warmer and smoother.
that's it. That's it. Billy, what do you got? What's your top 3?
My top 3. I don't do a whole lot of fishing like the rest of these guys, so I mean, most of the products I am personally going through that I have found fan favorite of is a good solid OKM hat coming from Richardson 112s. One of my favorite fits, and luckily, I mean, many companies wear them or use them. But yeah, the good old OKM hat. I think I have about 42 of them. Yeah, that would be my top pick. And as far as like a second pick, I don't use as much as I absolutely should. But the Redneck sunscreen that we have downstairs, the stuff does go on very nice and smooth with basically scent free. There's no burn in the eyes when you do start to sweat playing in the summertime, and that I'm a big fan of. For them to be able to produce a sunscreen the way it does, I'm very thrilled with it. And as far as a third product, I'm very partial to it.
Your beer.
Yeah, beer.
The beer.
Yeah, one of our favorite things that we have gotten on board this year. My favorite thing. Keeps the day smooth.
All right, so Billy, great. Especially the sunscreen coming from you. Billy has never worn sunscreen.
No.
I remember as a kid, he would cry if he put sunscreen on because of his skin, and the Redneck sunscreen. I mean, I don't know what's in it. They told us one time, I think when they were on the show, they told us what
it is that was most likely messing with me that their product didn't carry.
Yeah. So
I don't remember what it was either.
Big fan of it, and I love their marketing. I think it's the coolest thing ever. All right, my top 3 picks. Now, I was going to pick the Hio sunglasses because they're amazing. They are amazing, but I picked them last year, so I'm going to do something new. But still, the Hio sunglasses, I mean, check out the new frames. All their stuff is
I would have
absolutely
counted that as my
incredible.
number 1, but I bought 1 pair in 2 years.
That's the thing, too. Yeah, I mean, I've
It's the
never
same pair
broken a
I'm
pair of
riding
Hio
on.
sunglasses, and I've never had a good pair of sunglasses that lasted this long. So I'm still going to make it my 2023 on my list, but I'm going to add 2 more as well, or 3 more. All right, Bubba. Now, I was going to pick the rod, the Bubba rod, but that was on my 2022 list. So this year, this bad boy came out. The scale.
That's a pretty sweet item.
The Pro Series scale it's just one of those things you look at and you're like, do I want to spend the money on something like this? And then you do it and you never look back. I've had so much fun on my charters because it has the internal competition modes, it has the free-for-all modes, then you have the links on the phone. So if you have a charter, they all download the link, they can all see who's in the lead, you can record catches, run tournaments.
That's how friendships end.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a
it
friendship
is.
ender.
Yeah, or start, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is just so dang cool. I accidentally left it open just like this in my boat during a huge rainfall. Still works perfect. It's waterproof. Huge fan of this. Extremely accurate. And I'm excited.
We used it all day long in the kayak tournament.
That's
and
right.
We used it, and I had one that we were measuring all the ladyfish and stuff with, and it only had about a half a battery. It was about halfway charged up. It had been used. It was on your boat. Yeah. And we weighed every single one of those ladyfish, and it still had battery left over. So that's a very long-lasting battery that it has in it.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I love that you can host your own little tournament aboard.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Keep your clients or your friends all in neck and neck, and that's pretty fun stuff.
What's cool, like in the guiding world, you always want to do something different. Everybody can go out and catch fish. Everybody can have great, a sense of humor and jokes. But this, to me, has been like my favorite word, a game changer. So, all right, number 2.A or something. My Abyss battery, my 36-volt Abyss battery. Insane. I never dreamed that it could actually get better than anything else, and it does that tenfold. I mean, Billy, you fish with me a lot.
It's got push.
It's got push, and it's got push to the end, and it keeps a charge all day long, and it's extremely light. Cannot speak highly enough about it. And then my number 3, point A. Now, Chasten and Mario might not agree with me on this one, but I don't care. My Yamaha. I have gotten my first ever brand new Yamaha this past year, and I love it.
Can you get that? Bree, can you get that on the shirt? Right there.
There's something covering up your white shirt. What is that?
That's fish blood.
Hey, we all love our own stuff, but those are my top 3 plus my Bahio picks from last year. So, all right. That being said, I think we're ready for a commercial break. But before we do that, don't forget we're going to be giving away a half-day fishing charter with myself, specifically for Sheep's Head Offshore on the rock piles and ledges. But you have to share this live feed in order to win, and make sure you pay attention to the next segment because the secret question, or the answer to the secret question, is going to be somewhere hidden in this next segment. So we'll be right back.
Sure.
All right. My name is Captain Gary Bartell Jr. I own Ozello Keys Marina and River Adventure Tours right here in Ozello, Florida. Having a reliable truck in my line of business is very important, but what's even more important is a relationship with who we got the vehicle from. And Phillips Ocala is a prime example of a partner in our business. They sponsor our show, which has brought it to the next level. Fish Talk Live was real small before they got involved, and they really helped us gather the tools that we needed to get it to the next level. They also support a lot of the community affairs in our area, whether it be fundraisers or just lending a hand after a hurricane. Phillips Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is always there for us. We're real excited to be, not only partners with them, but friends with them.
The Allende Matthews State Farm Casting Couch, and I am Captain Mario Castello. We have Cappy Whitfield.
Yes, sir.
I've known you as Cappy. Kelly Whitfield, I believe, is your real name, but I've always called you Cappy, so we're gonna call her Cappy.
It's my real name.
Oh, that is your real name?
It's my real name. My parents were going to call me Caprice and name me Cappy for short, but they came out with the car a few months before I was born. I know I'm dating, showing how old I am. And they didn't want me going to the doctor thinking I needed an oil change, so they just named me Cappy.
I got you. Is your microphone on?
Oh, I thought it. Billy, can you check it for me?
It's yours.
Oh, Gary's
Oh, is
mic's
mine on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Yours is on. I think we got you on.
My wife is just downing me.
When she starts talking
She's
about me,
doubting.
shut her off.
Doubting Gary.
Thank you.
It happens all the time. All right, we're gonna put Chaz on the spot here. Okay. So, but we want to talk a little bit about how do you feel about her getting into the whole fishing industry? I know you've been with it from beginning till now. So
it's funny because in the beginning, like she had said, she was a cheerleader and she wasn't very good, but those cheerleader girls eat each other. Like they're so mean. So growing up, sorry.
No.
Here's my chance to get all this out.
Yeah.
So
Mama
her
bear.
growing up in the fishing world, the fishermen, anglers, charter captains, they're humble. They're grounded. I actually,
Some of them.
Well, that's true. Some of them
A lot of them
crazy.
are, yeah.
So I was crazy excited about when she came to me and she's like, I want to be famous in fishing and I want to, be an angler like all these, TV show guys. I can remember we were tarpon fishing and I think you guys actually had him here. Rick Murphy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
She couldn't even drive and she was like, I want to be like Rick Murphy. So everything just kind of morphed. The kids were being mean, the girls were being mean, the boys were being mean. The boys actually ended up asking her out. She was like,
I said no.
I said no. Not no, but hell no.
It definitely hasn't been easy. I actually got her a thing in her room that says, It's not. It won't be. I didn't say it would be easy, but it would be worth it. So everybody sees, the fun part and the fishing part, and they don't see, the tears and the, getting bullied, and so many times I wanted to throat punch parents. I didn't. I wanted to. I didn't.
And this is what mom has to go through. Yeah.
So, and then as I was going through, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018. Yay, 5 years. As I was going through that, I made a bucket list of things, and I'm like, I need to help her create a village. I need to a fishing charter captains and people that'll protect her, because we had people come into our house dropping off flowers on her truck.
Oh my God.
Throat punch.
Yeah.
But it is.
If you want to take Billy back to protect that, feel free to. Especially around Valentine's Day, he'll take care of them.
Yeah. It's great, because the majority of the people, and even the kids, I've seen kids that fishing saved their lives. I've seen kids that have been motivated by fishing, who weren't doing well in school, followed her story. They got scholarships to college, bass fishing, and that they started doing better in school and wanted to go to college and didn't really care about the school part, but they fished and did well in school in order to fish.
A lot of great things came from it. Yeah, for sure, definitely. I think we can probably put her on the spot. Let's talk some embarrassing things about our good friend, guest host over here, Chaz.
It's the minute we've been waiting for.
Yeah, this is
the moment.
Yeah, this has been put up by Gary specifically. So, she's got her phone up.
Yeah. Remember this?
She's going to be
nursing home.
Is she driving? Is she
yes.
driving? Oh no,
yes,
she's driving. We might have to. We're gonna have to Uber.
In the bed, you're gonna see blonde hair in the bed.
She used the NH words.
Let's go ahead and let it all out. Let's take care of all this right now.
So here we go. Most embarrassing, I think, is going to be, she did a photo shoot back when she was in high school, and I had to go because she was a minor, and it was a big company she's no longer with now, but it was huge, and they had these boats, and we were in the Everglades, and she had to go to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom, and because you have to do that sometimes, and you're in the Everglades, right? Oh. Billy's trying to say something right now.
Nope.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Billy's been there, done that.
Yeah.
No. She went to the bathroom in a bucket during the photo shoot.
Awesome.
Good for you. That's not embarrassing.
That was a proud mommy moment for me.
That's a proud moment.
It was embarrassing for her. She was pretty embarrassed.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
15.
A 15.
Don't you know that?
Now, did you have to tell everyone? Like, was it one of those? Like, I've been on a charter before where I'm not joking you. I literally had to be like, all right, guys, listen. This is what's gonna happen, and I need to put this out there. I need everyone to the front. I need you to do this.
We're gonna turn the radio up and knock on wood.
So did everyone know that it was happening, or did you
I think I know what you're talking about.
I
barely remember it.
And then you went and had to throw the cast net?
We were all in different boats. Oh my
Not
God,
in the same area with the cast net, right?
It was in a bucket, and then she took it out of
used the bucket. Yeah, she had to use the cast net.
I didn't get COVID, so.
So much fun for me.
Have you ever had that happen while you were filming?
No.
I was gonna say the hesitation was a yes.
We have.
No, really? I've had
it
to
was with Rick Murphy.
Oh God.
Yeah, Jeff Hageman was on the boat. Oh, Jeff's gonna kill me when he sees this. And they had went to High Octane the night before, and I don't think he got any sleep. And just right in the middle of filming, he says, "Hey, I gotta go." Like, what's wrong? He says, "I gotta go. Rick, come here. We're taking this boat. Everybody else is getting on the camera boat. Give me 10 minutes." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Awesome.
Yeah, right in the middle of filming. But it happens. I mean, it does. It happens. It happens to everybody.
Yeah, crap happens.
Yeah. Shit happens. Yeah.
You know, Chas, I've got a gift for you, actually.
Oh,
You guys keep talking.
I I got a gift.
Oh gosh, if I know Gary, I'm not sure what this
I'll
is.
give her
gonna
my
be.
roll of TP.
Yeah, I know it. Make sure it's
one of those
2-ply.
seats for the bucket. One of the toilet seats for the bucket.
It probably
Probably
is.
is.
Yeah,
I know
there's
that's on
two
the
of them
shelf.
downstairs. I'm pretty
I know
sure
that's on the
he's
shelf.
one of them.
Oh, great.
As long as he doesn't come in wearing it on his head, I think he'll be okay.
I've heard people tell me girls don't poop. I'm like, you know what? You're right. We
But
don't.
that was not a poop.
Especially in a bucket.
Yeah, especially on a
definitely.
boat.
So what other good stories you got?
Yeah. I was gonna say, how about another embarrassing moment?
I thought that was a. I'm not helping.
Any
you
other
with
ones
this.
come to mind?
Oh.
You gotta have at least
No,
one or
there's,
two
there's
more.
so many little karmas though. Like,
Yeah.
there's just so many. Not with
Karma
her,
is
but
real.
with- I'm telling you, if I could find somebody to
Halfway
write
on
a
the
book.
car ride, mom's gonna be like,
I would-
I gotta go.
All right, they need a hotel room.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stay. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Rosella Keys Marina.
The squatty potty.
That is great.
It happens.
Your dad right now
Shit
is
happens.
going, yeah.
Now you can be comfortable when it happens.
He's gonna take it from me.
No.
Chastening.
He's gonna take it.
Oh my gosh.
If we had a
That
pink
is-
one, yeah,
It's like a trophy. You need to hang that. Hang that in your room.
yeah.
Not if you
Lord.
use it. Don't hang it in your room.
No, no, it'll stay outside.
Too cool.
That means it's getting used.
All right, Mama Dukes. On a real note, how many times did you have to? Starting out doing this type of stuff is not easy. You know, what Chasten does, even what we do. Like, we got made fun of for wanting to do Friday Night Fish Talk, which this originally started. To battle through it. Thank God we have people, you know, like my mom, Billy's mom, Brianna, that said, guys, just ignore them, keep going.
Have fun with it.
Did that type of stuff happen? I mean, how many times did you have to go, not mama bear, but, you know, more pep
Mama
talk
mode.
to mom, or pep talk to daughter, say just keep going, trust me.
Oh, there was a lot of suck it up. There was crying, her getting mad at me. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
she wasn't the cool kid. You know, it was all the girls were cheerleading, and with them cheerleading, they couldn't understand why she didn't want to cheerlead. What makes you think you're better than us? And she was always like, I'm not better. I'm just doing something different.
Yep.
Then when she went to high school and she got a boat sponsor and she started then lots of girls, I mean, they walked away from her. She used to always meet and, oh man.
Oh my gosh, I got my second truck.
You're making me tear up.
I got my second truck. It was a big lifted Chevy. It was so cool. And one of my girlfriends came up to me. Like, we all got out in the junior parking lot and all walked together. And it's like 7:15, whatever. And I get out and all the girls don't even look at me. I'm like, hey. And like, you always see that in movies, but you never expect it to actually happen in person. And they just kept going. And my friend Sammy came over. And she's like, oh my gosh, congrats on the new truck. I love it. This is so cool. Can I sit in it? Like, she's being so sweet. And she's like, you want to walk with us? I'm like, yeah.
Aw.
But they just all like, kind of, and like, oh, it was when I got it wrapped. Sorry. Well, I had the truck and I got it wrapped like the day, whatever. So I pulled up with a new truck and a new wrap. And it had like Yellowfin, Mercury, all the sponsors on it. And they just kind of like kept going. And I'm like, well,
Okay.
thank you,
So
next.
then, senior year, she's hanging out with all the boys now because the boys are like, she can throw the cast net.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah. So
Chicken
then
bait
they're
her
all
on the
like, hey, want to fish? Hey, let's hang out. Hey, are you taking the boat out this weekend? Hey, and there was that little karma where she was like, no thanks.
Yep.
For
Sorry.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a whole
I'm
lot of that
busy.
to this day. We have a little dive bar that's right at the entrance of our neighborhood, and they have the best food ever. But I was there, and her show was on TV, and there were a couple guys sitting at a table right next to me, and they were like, "Oh, look at the little fish!" And it was a little snapper, but this boy was so excited. He was so excited. He did it all by himself, and I don't remember which one it was. And they're like, "Oh, look at the little fish! Look at the little," and of course,
That's what we call
I can walk by now and go, size really doesn't matter. I mean, it might, but honestly,
But that's what we call ego fishing. You know, they're
Yeah.
the ones not on the TV. And the ones that don't catch fish, even when they're not on TV. So,
But
Yep, there's always going to be people that pick on you and think you're weird, because I heard someone say if you have haters, you're doing something right, and you'll never meet a hater doing better than you. So
right.
when people pick on me, I'm just like, okay. Like, I've been up to like places and I hear people talking about like, oh, well, that girl fishes, and like, so weird, and oh, she just does it for the fame, and if she just takes handicapped kids fishing for the TV, and I'm like, well, did you know I didn't have a TV show 2 years ago? Like, I've been doing this, and
Yeah, it didn't start because of TV.
yeah, exactly. And people are like, oh, so-and-so's talking crap. And I'm like, join the club. I don't know what this...
And what's funny
They're always
is
going to do it, and you can't...
they have no idea she doesn't make a penny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She makes no money. She has another job. So, you know, and now that I've gone through the breast cancer and everything, I have this like,
I don't give a beep.
yeah, I don't, what are they going to do? So I do speak out a lot more now than
Her
I...
filter left with the cancer. Cancer's gone, filter's gone.
So
So
cancer's gone now.
yes.
Can't, definitely.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's
Got the
awesome.
pink
Yes,
ribbon
sir.
right here for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's awesome.
Well, I tell you what, I thank y'all so much for coming on tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. You know, Chasten, what you're doing, Cappy, what you do to encourage, and also help. I mean, I'm not going to go into details, but some, partnerships happen because of past stuff that Mama Bear wasn't happy with, and past partnerships or whatever. And, it's because you care about, Chasten's whole entire motive to do what she does. And you can feel her passion because you created this passion. So,
Thanks,
round of applause
Mom.
for Mom.
Yep.
She's crying.
Definitely.
She's almost crying.
And the invitation for you guys to come up every summer, you know how I do it. So you guys
Win
just
the fishing
come on up, whether it's your boat, my boat, whatever. But you guys have always followed me out to go scalloping, and I enjoy it. So whenever you guys want to come up, just give me a holler, and we'll extend it to you.
We always do.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Well, awesome. All right. Well, that being said, we're going to go ahead and move along. We're going to be giving away the prize tonight. Or we're going to be asking the question for the prize.
That part first, yep.
And the question is, all right, so just so you all know, the top 6 people, or the first 6 people to answer this correctly is going to get added on to the Extreme Foam Decking Reel of Fortune. The question for tonight to win the prize, and now you have to have shared this live feed, so make sure you share it. If you haven't shared it, then we're going to pick somebody else if you get it right, and then your name gets landed on. Where was the location of Chasten's most embarrassing moment during all this? Where was she during this? Where was she filming? Cappy said it. Where was she filming? The top six people that get that correctly is going to get added on to the Reel of Fortune. We'll be right back. So get to picking.
Could have been like, what sport did she play?
Every name tells a story. Just saying Ian, Nicole, or Michael brings about strong memories. But then there's Adam.
How are you?
And Gary.
Hey.
Together, their teams helped rescue over 3,500 people. And Vicky. She used her food truck to feed the community.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Andy. He flew medical aid to devastated communities. But then there's Shane, Clyde, and Robert. Together, they have more than 60 years of storm experience. They stand with an FPL team of thousands, ready to respond. So as the next storm approaches, just know we're prepared. Here in Florida, every name tells a story, and every name is important. Because together, we can weather any storm.
Say no.
All right, so the
was
answer was
in the
the
bucket.
Everglades, by the way. And
Good
also,
old Everglades.
Speaking of the Everglades, thank you so much to Everglades Fishing Company, and then Billy's favorite stop possible, Skunk Gate Research Center.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the Sheely's place, that was cool.
Jack Shealy, thank you guys for your hospitality.
Family down there.
Jimmy at Everglades Fishing Company, the entire town, city, whatever it is of the Everglades, and we've learned so much about the area.
I want to go back.
We're definitely going back.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for your hospitality this past week. That being said, Billy, explain to Chasten what's going on here And
So as you may know, you already know what the question was. It was Everglades on where that massive pile went. Sorry, I had to. All right, Miss Chasten. So what you gonna do?
Stories about Billy for you.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. That's why I'll throw it out there. So we do have 6 names all aligned with your different sea critters here. So if you want to give it a good spin, and whatever it lands on, the name will go with it, and that is the going to be the winner. I'm going for I was going to pick that Pompano. Oh, you waited on that one. Scotty P.
Is that Pritchard or Parrish? Oh my, he wins.
Parrish?
I think he's taking the lead.
Scott Parrish again? I don't. Well, that's going to be a fun trip.
I'm glad we picked Scott Parrish fishing now. Congratulations, Scott.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining the show with us.
That's all right.
That was karma.
Change name, so works out well.
All right, everybody. So 2023 is almost over. Fish Talk Live. My life.
Yeah. So yeah,
There it is.
it
All
is
right.
the last week of the.
This is it. We have a 2-month break after this. What are you all going to do on Tuesdays?
I hope you fish.
I hope you fish too.
Yep.
We'll see you in March. I think it was March 5th. It's the first Tuesday of March. And thank you so much to everyone that's watching, that has watched, that has shared, that has supported us. We cannot do it without y'all, and especially our sponsors.
Absolutely.
We're really looking forward to announcing some of our new sponsors for the 2024 season. We've got some big things in store, as we always do. Each season's gotten bigger and better. And thank you to all of our guests that have been here. Chasten, Cappy, thank you so much. We appreciate everything. Brianna, I know you can hear me right now. Thank you.
She chooses not to.
She has taken and run this thing. It has never ran smoother ever. Thank you guys for everything, and we'll not see you next Tuesday.
See you in 8 Tuesdays.
8 Tuesdays.